Okay, yeah, shocker. I'm actually using my voice instead of the stupid like.
Hey, I'm not stupid.
Well, whatever. This is gonna be about like 2 hours or longer, most likely. So just sit down, get some snacks, or like fall asleep to this. This is like every video I post on TikTok. I'll put my TikTok up on screen real quick. But yeah, this is every TikTok I post in 2025. Happy New Year's, obviously. And sit back, enjoy, fall asleep, eat some snacks, or I don't know, just have this in the background. I don't fucking know. All right, bye.
Here's some Noli gameplay of me. Always use Void Rush at the beginning of the round. I throw a Void Star at the Elliot hoping it'll hit him. But I decide to go for the noob, because I don't want to deal with him for LMS. I was gonna Void Rush, but realized if I did, his Slate Skin wouldn't... Okay, seriously? I decide to go for Chance, so that doesn't happen again. I manually detonate it so it'll hit him. Never gamble mid-chase, it'll definitely sell you only gamble if you are one hit from death. Messed up my Void Rush, and he got a little more distance. Chance corners himself, selling him the game. I mess up my Void Star thinking he would try to escape. I Void Rush here to kill Chance off and then go for the noob. I predict him going up the stairs, and I was right. Noob tries to slate skin, but I hit him before he could slate skin. Never slate skin. Without distance, it could cause you to lose. I teleport here, hoping to slam someone in the ground with a Void Rush. I decide to go for Chance, but throw a star at Shedletsky to get some damage on him. Holy weakness. Shedletsky tries to go behind the wall to stun me, but I predict it. Elliot throws a pizza, so I tried to block the pizza so the Shed couldn't get it. I predict him to go right, so I throw a Void Star at my right. Shedletsky corners himself, so I Void Rush and slam him to start LMS. I teleport to the generator, somewhat far but close. Elliot uses Rush Hour early, not saving it for when really needed. I cancel my Void Rush knowing I won't hit it. He throws his pizza and I end up winning. Let me know if you want more Forsaken gameplay. I'll be making a DC soon. Today I'm playing a pub server with my friends as John Doe. I corrupt energy the guest trying to trap him. Stupid move I didn't see the gen. I predict the guest block and he fell for it. The two-time ran into me, probably thinking he could pull off a backstab. I try to corrupt energy here, which wasn't the smartest. No more two-time. Might as well say it. Now I've made a DC, the link is in the comments and my bio. I chose to go after the guest planning to leave Duesekar alone till LMS. I corrupt energy here missing and not getting a free hit. So what is this guest doing? I'm surprised the charge didn't hit me off. I kinda get scared when I get in a loop on here. Nice block, but he missed the punch. And I fall off great. I set a digital footprint here, so no one can go here. I miss my corrupt energy and then choose to go after the guest again. I walk up here to save stamina, confused why the guest hasn't run off yet. Predictable block. Duesker saves guest from dying from corrupt energy. I decide to go for the 7n7s after I kill guest. I see him clone and I use corrupt energy to trap him. Never run backwards in chase due to it slowing you down. Duesker saves the 7n7 with a Zap smart move. I set a digital footprint here, so no one can go in the house now. I go for Duesker, forgetting a 7-7 exists. I remember about the other 7n7 and go for him. Seriously, the emote? Okay, LMS time. I wait for the teleport from 7n7. I give up on waiting for the teleport and go after him. Most lucky 7n7 I think I'll ever meet. Never make the mistake I did and leave a 7n7 for LMS. Always use clone ability around a corner or as a parry for when you're one hit. I trap him here so I can get a hit. And that's how I server wiped as John Doe with 187 ping. Royal figures out. Today I get my 900th killer win. Ignore how the game is still loading. I void rush here to catch someone off guard and start a chase. I use Nova to get a free hit on him. This server is pretty small, so all the survivors matter. He messes up his slash, sealing his fate. I decide to teleport and try and find the 2-time so I don't have to deal with him later. I instead teleport to Noob, so I decide to kill him first, so he's not in LMS. He uses his slate skin so I can't finish the void rush. Dude, what are we doing? He uses his Ghost Burger and ends up dying. Only use Ghost Burger when you're out of killer sight and in a dark area. I see 2-time and go for him right after I kill Noob. Quickest stab I've seen in my life. I void rush here to catch up to 2-time. I have legit no idea what he's saying. Might as well mention this. Join the DC, the link is in my bio. No more 2-time. I teleport to Chance to get as close as I can. I miss my Void Rush and he shoots me. It was a smart play from Chance. Realize Chance's mistakes. He's running backwards and wasting all of his stam. I decide to Void Rush and end the game with it. And that's how I got 900 killer wins, not the best, but yeah. Royal figures out! This is part 2 of me playing Forsaken with my friends. I summon my minions after some distance from spawn. I walk speed into the Builder Man, knowing they're not paying attention to me. I switch targets to the 2-time. Due to them wasting their stab, my minion hits him, dealing good damage. I know the guest is faking. I hit him with a Corrupt Nature and hit them once they waste there. Block sealing there. Fate. I don't know why he emotes here. I walk speed the 2-time on the Jin. Knowing they're focused on the Jin. Always pay attention to your surroundings, even on a Jin. I hit Builder Man real quick and go back after the 2-time. 2-time wastes his stab, sealing his fate. I destroyed the dispenser so I don't have to deal with the healing later on. I see the Shed hiding behind the wall, so I quickly walk speed into him. Both of the Sheds miss their slash. Only use a slash when you know the killer doesn't know you're behind the wall. By the way, join the DC. The link is in my bio. I decide to leave the Shedletsky for LMS and go for Builder Man. Really bad walk speed I do here. I know the Builder Man is at the dispenser, so I throw my Corrupt Nature to get the Builder Man to run.
Nothing but Phil. Face me, impudent mortal.
I summon my minions when LMS starts. Another bad walk speed I do here. He runs to me to slash me, which was a really bad idea, and my minion hits him. I hit him, but run into a wall, slowing me down.
It pains me to see such abstinence.
I'll have another video out today, most likely. Royal figures out. Today I wipe out a lobby with 3 milestone 4 guests. I Void Rush at the start to go start a chase early. Why is the whole lobby in this one place? I throw my Nova and the 7 and 7 body blocks it. One of the guests block here, wasting it. Sorry that I haven't been posting. I've just been dealing with personal issues. The Builder Man builds a sentry, so I throw my Nova to stop him and get some damage. I Void Rush here to go after the Builder Man. That should have hit, but okay. I threw my Nova trying to predict him not expecting the block. Did we forget we can't block Nova? Okay, seriously, where is your team? Why are you asking me to stop instead of helping your team? I throw my Nova at Shed, knowing I won't hit guest. And might as well. Join the DC, link is in my bio. I try to bait out his block here. There's the block. And there he goes. Why are you just watching? Seriously, how are half of these people milestone 4? I hit the Builderman and destroy the sentry, giving him time to run away. I decide to go after Builder Man, so I don't have to deal with him later. I manually detonate the Nova, so it hits him. Builderman gone, now it's time for 7 and 7. Why are you walking backwards instead of running away? He does a bad clone here and I hit him with Nova. I finish him off with a Void Rush, and Chance shoots me. I have no clue what Guest is doing. What? Not even a block. Sorry, bud, not gonna work. Now that I know they don't have their blocks, I decide to go for one. Terrible Void Rush I did there. I decide to switch to the M4 Guest so I don't deal with him later on. The Guest decides to loop me for a little while. What was that block I saw? Do these Guests just love blocking Nova? No more Nova blocking. My first observant all game. Poor Chance's gun exploded here. Okay, what is with this lobby and missing all their attacks? I don't know how that missed, but okay. I decide to go look for Guest because he's the lowest. I spot the Guest and go after him. A new YouTube video will be out soon. More info will be on the DC. I try to bait his block, so I cancel early. Okay, actually, what's with the Nova blocking? I have no clue what this Guest is doing. I observant to Shedletsky, so I get close to him. Why are you emoting? I throw my Nova and miss, so I use Void Rush to catch up. I don't know why I didn't back away. I throw Nova here knowing it'll hit. And that ends the game. I'll try and post more, sorry, for the delay. Royal figures out! Today I play as Slasher After Forever. I'm sorry that I didn't post sooner TikTok. Age restricted me, so I had to ask my mom to help me, but I'm back. I try to gashing wound him while Noob's using Bloxy. I kill the 2-time that's AFK. I didn't realize this was a clone, to be honest. I go for Guest after realizing it's a clone. Might as well mention this, join the DC link is in my bio. He didn't block for so long, I thought he wasn't going to hear. I switched to Shed since Guest got away. I see Guest standing still, so I go up to him and gashing wound. I switch back to Guest. I behead here and he blocks it. Can we all agree Slasher's milestone theme is really good? Shed misses his slash, sealing the Guest's fate. I spot the Shedletsky and chase after him. I gashing wound here knowing the slate skin is going to end. I continue chasing the Shed due to him being the lowest. I didn't check to see how much percent he is. I still end up killing him. I try to find the noob but end up finding Chance. He missed his shot, which makes him done for. And he just rage quit, okay. I raging pace to find the noob. I behead the noob, ending the chase. I realize my stam going down, so I check around to find him. I heard a footstep giving me an idea where he is. I raging pace to regain stam, always using raging pace as emergency stamina bar, or to find someone. I will be hosting a game in my DC server, so join if you would like to go against me. I make the mistake not killing off both the 7N7s first, so I accidentally leave one for LMS. He teleports away, forcing me to raging pace to find him. They clone here, not cloning when out of my sight. Always use your clone out of killer sight. Not my best gameplay, but I don't use slasher so much, so. Royal figures out. Today I play with some of my comp friends in a pub server. I go up to the surface and void rush. I hit them both thinking they're AFK. I decide to go for 7N7 after the slam. Bad Nova I did here. Holy lag. I switch to the Elliot so I don't have to deal with the healing later. I throw my Nova knowing I'll hit. Chance shoots me, canceling my void rush. I void rush to catch up to them both. A great U-turn I just did. You tried 2 times. I should have went for Chance because of the weakness. I throw Nova after Chance misses his shot, sealing the Elliot's fate. I void rush to catch up to them. This Chance isn't that easy to kill. This is one of my comp friends. By the way, join the DC link is in my bio. I don't even know why I threw Nova up there. I decide to teleport and reset chase. I void rush into this Chance to get more damage on the other Chance when I slam. He loops me for a little bit. Chance runs out of stam here, sealing his fate. I was originally thinking about going after the other Chance, but go after 2 times. I teleport to find out where he is. I void rush to get close to him. I'm waiting for his trick stab. I love manually detonating Novas. I walk here knowing he's going to attempt a trick stab. And there goes 2 times. I void rush into the clone to get the speed boost to catch up to Chance. I missed the slam here. Good idea from Chance to shoot me while I Nova. Why are you walking backwards? I Nova here and manually detonate it. I forget about chance, realizing there's a noob and 7 and 7, so I go for them. I void rush here, forgetting a gen spawns here. I throw my Nova trying to get it through the hole, but hit something. I Nova before he could slate. I void rush into him knowing the slate is about to end. Don't try that. I Nova and kill the noob. Time for 7 and 7. I teleport here so I get his exact location. I didn't realize my Nova was on cooldown. I try to predict him with Void Rush, but I predict wrong. I manually detonate the Nova, hitting him. He tries to body block with his clone. And we can guess how that went. I left chance for LMS because Noob and 7 and 7 are OP in LMS if you know how to use them. I Void Rush to cross the gap. And that's LMS. I had fun recording this. Royal figures out. If you ever wanted 1x4 gameplay, here you go. There were so many sheds in this lobby. I entanglement to try and hit the Shedletsky. I mass infection here, knowing the shed will try to slash me, so I turn to him. The Shedletsky misses his slash, so I get a free hit. I go for noob due to him being low already. I catch the shed eating his chicken, so I hit him. I'll remember that 2-time. Since the 2-time is now helpless to do anything, I go for him. Whenever I entanglement, I like to use mass infection up close. I saw the shed through the killer-only door. I take a shortcut here to drop down on them. Bye, 2-time. I get confused, so I use entanglement. I didn't realize the slash. Might as well join the DC, link is in my bio. I don't know how that missed, but okay. Now he's dead. I try and predict Elliot with an entanglement. He uses rush hour a little too early. I unstable eye to find out where everyone is. I mass infection and hit someone. I entanglement the shed hiding behind the wall. I think he just gave up. Well, anyway. I spot another shed and go after him. Very predictable slash. I entanglement here hitting. And he's dead. I unstable eye to go find people. Always use unstable eye to find people if you can't. I decide to go after Elliot. I entanglement hitting multiple people. I mass infection killing the Elliot. I go for noob due to him being the lowest, and so I don't deal with him in LMS. I entanglement sealing his fate. I drop down on the other noob after using unstable eye. I miss my entanglement. I don't know what he's trying to do. I kill noob starting LMS. I summon my minions when LMS starts. I entanglement knowing he was going to try and slash me. Missed my mass infection. I know he wants to slash, so I keep my distance. Knew it. I dropped down an entanglement. I mass infection and killed him. Well, that's how I won against a lot of sheds. Royal figures out. Today I play the new Forsaken update. Slasher got a good buff. Slasher doesn't stop when entering Raging Pace, which was really needed. I spot 2 survivors doing a gen. I gashing wound the Elliot due to them being distracted. Shedletsky tries to slash me and fails. I behead here, hitting multiple people. I decide I want to kill Guest first. Predictable block. I don't know why I behead here. I don't know how I didn't get slowness here. And there goes Guest. I go for Duaskar next. Never mind, Elliot. They use Rush Hour without a full stamina bar. What is Elliot doing? Well, no more Elliot. What are you looking at? Seriously, dude? I walk up to them, saving up as much stamina as I can before starting chase. And there he goes. I see Elliot walking here, so I go for him. I counter Chance's shot with Raging Pace. Free gashing wound hit. I wanted to go for Chance. But Elliot heals him, so I go for Elliot instead. I end the chase with a behead. I don't know why I didn't use Raging Pace to find a survivor. Join the DC link is in my bio. I spot a survivor on the corner of my eye. I get my stamina to 0, so I enter Raging Pace to regain stamina. That clearly hit me. I don't know why I didn't get stunned. I behead him and start LMS. I see Chance drinking his Bloxy, so I wait here so his speed slowly runs out. I force him to jump down, which was my plan. Thought he was gonna try and juke. I wanted to kill him with gashing wound. Almost hit my behead. I slowly regain stam here and go after him again. That was my gameplay of the slasher buff. Royal figures out! Today I give you survivor gameplay instead of killer. I decide to do a little bit of the generator. There's the unstable eye I've been waiting for. The killer decides to go for me. I'm sorry, Shed, I didn't realize. I react to his M1 but miss my parry. Not really the best mass infection. Judging by how he threw his mass infection at the start, I moved left. I know he doesn't expect me to block, so I block and parry him. I run up here to get some distance. Join the DC link is in my bio. I go and look for the killer, knowing he's switched targets. Shedletsky stuns him. Good move from him. I walk up here to regain all my stamina. I pay attention to the killer to see if he's going after someone else. I go and follow the killer so I can protect who he's after. Guest gets a punch here. I charge into him, holding him back. Nope. I expected him to hit, to be honest. If you are wondering why I'm doing bad, it's because I was half asleep while recording this. Thank you, Shed. I walk away to regain Stam. I start to go after the killer. Again, smart move. Now that I have the killer on me, I just juke him. Where is two-time? I have not seen him all game. I decide to go to the castle. I thought his entanglement was on cooldown still. You tried Guest? Shed misses his slash, so I go with him to protect him. I misclick here, meaning to charge into him. There's two-time. You gotta be joking. I go to help Shed. I body block him because the game is about to end. Royal figures out. Today I play Forsaken after a while of being off. The recent uploads are older recordings I edited. I've been dealing with GF breaking up, so I'm sorry with not much vids. I throw entanglement at him. I try to mass infection, but he moves and I hit someone else. Knowing he has no block, I go after him. Since I've been off, you can notice I'm not as good as I used to be. This Elliot does get really annoying over time. I mass infection the Shed, since he eats chicken while also hitting Noob. I entanglement aiming for Shed and Noob. No more Shed. I go after Noob now. Join the DC link is in my bio. I will be hosting a game tomorrow in the DC. And there he goes. Just him watching this noob's death. I'm trying to bait out his block. That charge made him fly. Predictable. I entanglement and mass infection him. I unstabilize seeing Guest AFK, so I leave him I know cheap way to win. I make the mistake going into chase without a full Stam bar. Almost got him. I switch going after Guest now. I'm waiting for the block. Bad prediction. Knew it. I mass infection too late. I don't pay attention to my stamina getting it to 0. I entanglement sealing his fate. I go after Elliot now. I can't tell if I'm lagging or he's lagging. I miss my entanglement. I mass infection and accidentally turn my mouse too fast. I decide to go after the other Elliot. Never mind, the alien Elliot is lower now. I make the mistake on getting to 0 stamina again. I mass infection hitting the other Elliot. I try to protect the pizza. Dang it! Well, time to switch again. I entanglement hitting him. Bad mass infection I do here. I unstable eye to get the speed and catch up. He falls down, sealing his fate. Now time for the other one. I realize my stamina goes down now, knowing where he is. He pulls off the med kit before I can hit him. Sadly, I missed. I mass infection here, predicting where he went. And now that he's dead, I'll cut this part out. Well, that's me winning after getting off for a little while. Royal figures out. Today I play Double Trouble with my viewers. If you wish to be in one of these games, join the DC, link is in my bio. I spot someone and corrupt energy. He tries to crouch and hide, but I know he's there. No more two-time. I spot two-time on the mountain and go after him. I get paranoid here and fall off. I set my digital footprint for future reference. I corrupt energy, trapping the two-time. And no more two-time again. I go help Slasher kill off Guest. I corrupt energy, aiming for Guest. I tell him I'll go look for 7N7. I 404 error locating 7N7. I corrupt energy, trapping 7N7, not realizing he teleported. I 404 to find 7N7 again. I help Slasher by trapping the survivor he's chasing. There he is. I get rid of 7N7, leaving Guest for LMS. I 404, making sure he didn't move from where I was going, to corrupt energy. I thought the spikes would trap Guest, but I was wrong. I try to save as much stamina as I can. He misses his charge, falling into poison while getting corrupted. I didn't realize his punch. I try to trap with corrupt energy again. Since Slasher went the other way, I go in the house. I corrupt energy here, sealing his fate. Huge shout out to whoever played with me. Royal figures out. Today I play one of my best games as 1x4 in a while. If you are wondering how much money I get from this, I went from 3,000 to 3.5k. I spot some survivors here. Bad prediction from Chance, so I entanglement. I mass infection Chance and 2-time. I'm sorry for the audio delay. I was thinking about going for 2-time, but I go after Chance. I entanglement, sealing his fate. Sometimes I question how people are M4. This might be the most laggy Shedletsky I've seen. I mass infection Shed knowing where he was gonna go. I unstable eye to get speed 1 and quickly turn so 2-time can't pull off a backstab. Bad entanglement. I mass infection looking at somewhere else, hoping to catch them off guard. I should have waited. I spot Noob's arm and go for Noob instead. I thought he was going to keep running that way. He slate skins, giving me a chance to regain stam. Join the DC link is in my bio. I hit him with entanglement. I mass infection and aim for guest behind the wall. There he goes. I know he's going to block any second now. I counter the block with entanglement. I mass infection killing guest and hit Chance while I'm at it. I switch to guest waiting for his block. I see you 2-time. I mass infection here aiming for 2-time. 2-time wasted his stab, which seals his fate. I spot Chance with unstable eye and go for him. I drop down here thinking he was going to go down. I got greedy thinking I can hit him before he shoots. I thought Chance would stay behind that wall, so I try to entanglement not the smartest. He tries to make me fall, which I don't fall for, and kill Chance starting LMS. I just want to thank you all for all the support I've got recently. We are almost at 800 followers, thank you all. I entanglement and fall down whoops. I unstable eye to see where he is and take this chance to regain stamina. I entanglement here, and hitting it has sealed guest's fate. Royal figures out! Today I go against 2 teamers. I void rush to start a chase early. The teamers are the Sleepy, 2-time and Prince 2-time. There's one of them. There's the other. Congrats, you missed your stab. Well, there's the other teamer, you know what time it is. If you wonder why I targeted the teamer, well, it's obvious. Why it's a teamer. And there he goes. I am not proud of myself for targeting, but he's gone now. If you are interested in joining the DC, link is in my bio. I throw Nova here and hit 2 people. Hello, teamer number 2. I realized Taft throws a subspace, so I slam guest. I didn't realize it didn't give me helpless. Well, you tried guest. I realize Builderman does a fake gen, so I void rush. After I hit him, I go after Taff. I want to thank you all for 800 followers. I throw my Nova and manually detonate it, sealing Taff's fate. I teleport to go find 2 time. Well, Taff, you'll do. I got stuck on the rock. I thought he would go left. I void rush and Taft tries to hide behind the corner, but I'm able to slam him. Didn't think my Nova would hit the wall. There you are. I void rush and hit Shed. I swear he was behind the wall. I teleported to find the other teamer. Shed misses his slash, which seals 2 times fate. I void rush to finish 2 time off and go find others. I spot Shed and go for him. I see Taff, so I decide to get Taff first and leave Shed for LMS. I observant to reset the chase. I void rush into Taff, slamming him. Since Taff is going to try and run to his subspace, I throw my Nova. I kill Taff off starting LMS. I throw my Nova and miss. Shed loops me for a while. I throw my Nova and hit him. I teleport so I can restart the chase. I void rush and accidentally slam into something. Bad Nova I did here. Shed misses his slash, which seals his fate. And that's how I killed 2 teamers in Forsaken. Royal figures out! Today I play Elliot after requested in the DC server. I want to thank you all for 1,000 followers. I couldn't do it without all of your support. Thank you all. I spot the killer and decide to go the other way. I was getting ready to loop him, but he didn't go for me. I decide to go look for generators. If you are interested to join the DC server, the link is in my bio. I suck at doing generators. I will most likely be hosting a game this week in the DC. I spot a survivor getting hurt, so I run towards him to heal him. I rush Hour to catch up. I throw my pizza the second he dies. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm walking backwards. I'm sorry, Shed, that I can't heal you. I go back to doing the generators. The killer decides to go for me. Guest blocks his attack, making him go into raging pace. I go to heal Guest, so I throw my pizza in front of him for him to get it. I go and run off so the killer doesn't switch to me mid-chase. I decide to go look for more generators. I will be posting a 1,000 follower special soon, maybe on YouTube or TikTok. It's really boring here, so I'm sorry for that. I spot the generator, so I go finish it. I go and try to find the other survivors. I spot Guest getting hurt, so I run towards him. I'm sorry if this gameplay is boring and used to playing Guest. I have no idea why this two-time is asking for pizza when at full health. Nice backstab he pulled though. I decide to just do more generators. I get greedy here, not paying attention. The killer decides to go for me now. Holy lag. I have no idea why this killer won't chase me. I wait for my pizza so I can go give it to Guest. I rush Hour to go catch up to him. I'm sorry if this gameplay was boring. Well, that's my Elliot gameplay. Royal figures out. If you ever wanted John Doe gameplay, here you go. The 1K special is out on YouTube. Another special will be out soon. I set my digital footprint, so this area gets cut off. John Doe is a trap killer, so set your footprints at places that cut off the survivors. I miss my corrupt energy. The reason I didn't post yesterday is because I was working on the 1K special. I'm trying to bait out his block. If you want to join the DC, the link is in my bio. Chance shoots me while I do corrupt energy, giving me a parry. I go and hit two-time doing the generator, knowing they're not paying attention. Two-time could have pulled off a backstab. I don't know why they don't. I corrupt energy knowing two-time is gonna try and backstab. I decide to go for two-time due to them being the lowest. That was a really easy counter. I don't know why I failed to turn around in time. I can see you. He fails to cross over the spikes, which seals his fate. He counters my slash, but I move out the way in time. I corrupt energy to try and hit the Guest, but I hit Chance instead. Well, you tried Guest. I don't know how that backstab hits me, but it wastes Guest block. I accidentally get my stamina to 0. I corrupt energy so I can hit the Guest behind me. I made the mistake not setting my digital footprints in this area. Predictable block. Guest misses his block, sealing the other Guest's fate. I don't know why I didn't slash him. Two-time misses his stab. I decide to get two-time on his second life. I see chance on the corner of my eye, so I corrupt energy to get a parry. He gambles while in a chase, giving him weakness. No more chance. If you are interested on watching the 1K special, my YT is in my bio. I-404 error to go find guest. I try and wait for his block. No more guest. I wait for my 404 error to go, find the others. I set a digital footprint here. I corrupt energy and miss. I should have trapped two-time. Predictable backstab. I decide to leave two-time for LMS due to them having 40 health. I corrupt energy and miss. I 404 to go find guest again. Guest runs out of stamina, so he tries to block. I corrupt energy and hit guest. I kill guest, which starts LMS. Two-time tries to hide, so I corrupt energy. He misses his backstab, which seals his fate. Royal figures out. Today I play a competitive Forsaken game, this being me, and my team's first game. The people talking in the background is my team, so ignore that. I decide to go for noob first. My voice was not recorded in this game, so I'm sorry. I try to Nova, but I miss. I do a little bad at the start. Due to this being recorded at 11 in the morning, I was tired. I realized Shedletsky was behind the wall, so I know they're going to try and slash. I void rush and go for Shed. I end up missing the slam. Huge shout out to my team. Here are their TikToks. Anyways, back to the video. I end up throwing Nova and I miss. I teleport and reset chase. I spot Elliot and go for him. I try to hit the trip mine, but I miss. If you are wondering what our score was here, you go 43-1. I void rush and miss terribly. I try and throw Nova, but I get subspaced. If you want to join the DC, the link is in my bio. I spot noob and teleport to him. I throw Nova and manually detonate it to hit him. I void rush and go slam chance. Shedletsky misses his slash, which seals Chance's fate. No more chance. I finally wake up and start playing better. I throw my Nova and lag, but I still hit noob.
Oh my god. Go on noob.
I void rush and hit noob and end up killing him.
Nice.
That gets rid of noob, so now I just have to get 7-7. I spot Shedletsky, so I throw Nova and manually detonate. Shedletsky thinks I got subspaced, so I get a free hit. I accidentally get my stamina to 0. I Nova and get rid of the trip mine. I void rush into Shedletsky and end up killing him.
Let's go.
3 left, 3 left, 3 left.
I teleport to find 7 and 7.
You gotta go for Elliot here. Maybe go for N7.
I throw my Nova and miss horribly.
I'm gonna stop saying obvious. It seems like you got it, bro.
I see Taff throwing a trip mine, so I void rush into him and slam him.
He's gonna throw pizza.
Elliot makes a really bad pizza throw, which seals Taff's fate.
W.
Good stuff. All right, best player down.
I teleport to go find 7 and 7.
Here we go.
Once again, don't do what I do here. I should have throwed my Nova.
It's okay, let's go. Nice.
I start playing
Nice.
aggressively.
He's got a clone.
He does a clone parry, which was pretty impressive.
Elite.
I void rush to go catch up to him.
Actually, no, just fuck me in damage.
Elliot throws a pizza, getting his rush hour back.
Bro, he has rush hour, bro.
Yeah, but you have 2 minutes.
I kill 7 and 7 and start LMS.
Look, don't mind this. I see you shaking, bro. You got this, bro. Don't think about it.
I void rush and miss. That should have hit.
Oh my god.
He uses rush hour and gains a lot of distance.
Wait, everyone's just on. Everyone's just on.
I should have got more close before throwing my Nova. I regain stamina here, knowing Elliot has the stamina advantage.
Sorry, I was going. I'm back.
I try to predict Elliot with my Nova.
Okay, it's fine.
I void rush to catch up to him and make him waste more
Oh
stamina.
my god.
He runs out of stamina, giving me the win.
Nice.
I throw my Nova and hit him.
Nice.
That was my killer attempt.
GG.
In comp, this is one of the many games videos soon. Royal figures
Oh
out.
my god, I'm perfect.
Today I play against a team of all Sentinels. Do you realize the mistake? There's no supports. Any stun doesn't matter. I spot Shedletsky, so I throw my Nova. He tries to make me think he is going to stun. Predictable slash. And there goes Shedletsky. I throw my Nova at the guest doing the generator. I void rush and cancel early, trying to bait his block out. Predictable block. I miss my Nova horribly. If you are interested to join the DC, the link is in my bio. Two-time misses his stab, sealing guest fate. I void rush and slam him, killing guest. I throw my Nova at guest and manually detonate it. Since guest wastes his block, I start to play more aggressive. I hit 2 times, so he gets scared off. I throw my Nova at guest. Guest wastes his block, so I hit him real quick. I knew 2-time was hiding behind a corner, so he wastes his stab and I go after him. I void rush into the 2-time and guest, then try to go hit the other 2-time. I throw my Nova and miss 2-time, but hit guest. No more 2-time. I void rush into guest. I don't know what he's doing. I throw my Nova and kill guest. I observant to find 2-time, realizing he used the med kit. So I leave guest for LMS. The reason why is because guest is on 9 health, so I void rushed 2-time. I throw my Nova at 2-time. Two-time misses their stab, sealing their fate. I throw my Nova at 2-time and hit them. They lag, so I get the kill. I void rush to get to him, but cancel early trying to bait the block. And there he goes. Having a team full of sentinels is not good. There should always be a support. Royal figures out! Today, I get targeted all game. I decide to do the generator. I see the Noli try and sneak up on me, so I get out and block quickly. And this is where the targeting begins. Noli takes the other way, which I don't realize. He throws Nova, which somehow hits me, so I charge, so he can't get another hit. 2 times stuns him, so I take the time to regain my stamina. I didn't realize he teleported, so he sneaks up on me and slams me. Elliot throws a pizza, so I go and get the pizza. I react to his M1, but miss the parry. Don't make the mistake I did and corner yourself. Dusakar zaps me and Noli, which gives me the chance to escape. If you wish to join the DC, the link will be in my bio. Guest stuns the killer, so I regain some stamina. He tries to void rush into me, so I block and get a punch. He tries to throw his Nova, but misses. I decide to loop him for a little bit. He gets zapped, so I regain my stamina. He misses his void rush and gives the other guest a punch. I charge into him and try and punch him, but miss. I thought he was going to try and hit the other guest. Guest misses his punch. I go and loop the killer again. He tries and void rush to Elliot. So I think he gives up, but I was wrong. He misses his Nova again. I react to his M1 and parry him. I should have expected the Nova being thrown. Guest charges him into the other room, messing up his void rush. He throws his Nova, which hits me, and tries to hit the 2-time, so I block and parry him. Please do not target half of the time. Your game will end up like this one. Royal figures out! Today I do a server wipe as Noli. You might be wondering why I don't post daily anymore. Simple answer. I'm kind of burnt out, and school isn't making it any better on my end, so I'm sorry for not being able to post much anymore. Whenever there is a pack of survivors, usually throw a Nova at the pack of survivors. Don't do what the 2-time does. Try to wait for a chance to stun the killer and out of their sight. Seriously, what is with this lobby and missing their stuns? When I throw my Nova, guest missed his charge, so I end up missing my Nova. I was going to try and void rush, but there were too many obstacles in the way, so I don't. Usually when a survivor is distracted, try and throw a Nova. At them, aim high to keep them longer due to the pull. 2-time misses his stab, so I void rush and slam him. I recommend whenever a 2-time misses their stab, try and kill 2-time while they're on cooldown. Horrible Nova I did. And there he goes. Next target is Guest, due to him being the lowest. It's always recommended to get rid of a guest when you are Noli due to Guest being Noli's best counter. Guest tries to punch me, so I slam him and it ends up killing him. If you ever throw a Nova, try and manually detonate it, This can throw off survivors if you hit them. Another tip for Nova: if the survivor is on a ledge, throw your Nova and try to use the pull to get them off. It's time for these Elliots to go. If I keep them any longer, I will lose this game. If you want to join the DC server, the link is in my bio. I get rid of Elliot and realize there's a 7n7. Never leave a 7n7 or noob for LMS. This is especially for Cool Kid. There he is. I guess I didn't turn around fast enough, whatever. I try and hit a U-turn with my Void Rush, but fail miserably. Another example of manually detonating Nova. It has a strong... Seriously? Well, there he goes. Time for LMS. I wait for 2-time to respawn so I can teleport. I use Void Rush to catch up and try and slam him. Be careful around corners so 2-time can't pull off a trick stab. That's an example right there. Nova is like a corrupt nature, so try and predict your Nova throws as well. And that's how I wipe this lobby as No Leaf. Royal figures out! Today I play against my viewers. Let's see the team they built. Not a bad team they have. Some supports and sentinels. No survivalists though. I couldn't hit him due to the Void Rush, but it's okay. If I don't get rid of these Elliots, they might be a problem later, so I'll go for the alien Elliot. I see you 2-time, don't try and be sneaky. I recommend paying attention to behind you when there's a 2-time so they can't pull off their stab. I don't know what I was doing when I threw that Nova. This 2-time is desperate for a stab. Never do what they do. It'll most definitely get you killed. Lesson learned for next time, I hope. I'm going to get rid of this other 2-time before they become a problem later. You missed your stab, buddy. It's over. If you wish to be in any of these games, join the DC. The link is in my bio. Whenever a guest is protecting a survivor, try and bait out the block. And there he goes. Whenever a survivor is camping at a corner, throw your Nova at the corner they are at. Nice charge, guest. Whenever you Void Rush, try and surprise the survivors. I should have expected that block. Well, I'll try and be careful of his punch. I should have expected that. Well, I'll go after the Elliot this time. I try and throw my Nova to try and hit the guest, but I miss. While doing a Void Rush, try and hit sharp corners if you can. If you can't practice in a private server. I didn't think that Nova killed him. Finally, I get to teleport. I use my Void Rush to try and surprise the survivors. I seriously have to get rid of this Builder Man soon. I knew the guest was going to try and do that. Whenever a guest is next to a sentry, wait for them to block before destroying it. Since the guest's block is on cooldown, I go for him. I see you, Builder Man. I switched to Builder Man so I don't have to deal with his sentries canceling my Void Rush. I Void Rush to catch up to the Builder Man. Using Void Rush forces the survivor to use more stamina. Use your Void Rush when you're at a stamina disadvantage. Didn't expect to kill Elliot with that slam? Well, now that he's gone, Builderman should be an easy kill. Nice block, guest. Knowing I won't be able to hit the Builderman, I hit a U-turn and go for the Dusakar. Backing into a corner, expecting Mercy's big mistake. I should have expected that block. Well, I'll keep that in mind. There you are, Builderman. And there he goes. I'll go for the other guest next. That was a good block, I'll admit. Well, I'll slam the other guest and start LMS. Whenever LMS starts, use Observant to get as close as possible. When you throw Nova, try and predict the survivor. He messes up the charge and misses his block. This seals his fate. Royal figures out. Well, I'm back after not posting in forever. Let me update you with everything that's been going on. I have been banned from my competitive Forsaken server, which means no more videos of comp for a while. The reason for my ban is private. I cannot explain why. Uploads have been slow due to finals in school this week, so I have 3 videos ready to be posted this week. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads, but I'm back. Now, I think it's time to get rid of this Shedletsky. When a survivor is going to try and juke you, punish them with a gashing wound. Nice charge, guest. This Shedletsky is smart and runs to his team for help. Sadly, they're not helping besides the Dusakar. I finish off Shedletsky with a behead. Well, I was originally going to go find Dusakar, but guest wastes his block, so I'll get him out the way instead. Seriously, Forsaken has been lagging recently. I can't tell if it's just me or Forsaken. If you wish to join the DC, the link is in my bio. Prime example here, guest is trying to juke me, so let's punish him. I get as close as possible and get as much stamina as I can before I start the chase. Since Dusakar ran first, I have the stamina advantage. Tried to pre-fire the plasma, but I hear the sound, so I react. Fast enough and move. Where is Shedletsky? Well, since he's not here, this Dusakar should be a free kill. I would have gave up as well if my team didn't help me. Well, let's get this LMS done. This is basic, but I'll still say it. Before any chase, try to have as much stamina as you can. This lag problem has got very annoying. That one miss has sealed your fate. When a sentinel misses, their ability punish them with a gashing wound. I wasn't paying attention to the percentage, so I behead. And there he goes. Royal figures out. Today I will be getting my 1,000 killer win. Keep in mind this was recorded at night. I was half asleep. Usually when you're going to Void Rush, walk a little bit before using Void Rush. Throwing your Nova at spots to hit the survivor while they are trying to loop you is a game-changer move due to the pull. You can react to that. I'll be keeping that in mind. Since I see the two-time on the way to try and stab me, I get an idea. Throwing your Nova when a survivor is not paying attention is a free hit. Doing the mistake this two-time did will most definitely get you killed. Try and backstab the killer when they least expect it. I didn't mean to throw my Nova, but that still works. Since this guest wasted his block, I should get rid of him after what he's shown me before in our last chase. By the way, if you are interested in joining the DC, the link is in my bio. I seriously don't know who to go after right now. Please tell me I don't have to deal with the Nova blocking again. This guest took the wrong path, which is most definitely gonna get him killed. Nice try, buddy. And there he goes. Well, we meet again, buddy. Backward swing incoming? I knew that would work. See how using a Void Rush sent this guest into panic? That's what you want to do when you are playing Killer, due to it being more common for the survivor to make mistakes. Well, now that he's gone, this game should be more easy to win. I think it's time for the two-time to go. When using your Void Rush, try to hit other survivors when using it due to the more you hit, the more damage on the slam. Well, that was really predictable. I had an odd feeling the two-time was behind me. As much as I want to go after the two-time, I want to get rid of this guest first. Now that he's out the way, I'm going to find that two-time. Looks like he's waiting for me. There he goes. I don't know why I have left these Elliots for so long, but I'll get rid of them now. This Elliot has a lot of distance. Using my Void Rush should close the gap. I'm not letting you drink that Bloxy. I make the mistake of throwing my Nova with Shift Lock on. Don't throw Nova with Shift Lock on. I hate this stupid rock. Now that he's gone, it's time for LMS. This LMS was close, I will be honest with you. This Elliot was pretty good. Doesn't make it better for me when I'm tired. Forsaken seriously fixed this lag problem. What I should have done is regain my stamina and start the chase. But now the Elliot has the stamina advantage. Well, the Void Rush closed the small gap. Playing aggressively against this Elliot was not the best choice I made. I accidentally get my stamina to 0. Throwing Nova and manually detonating, it is a really good way to throw off the survivors. I should have known he was going to juke me. And that's how I got 1,000 killer wins in Forsaken. Royal figures out! Well, I'm back again daily. Uploads should be back, but I'll be using a different editing app soon. I am off my break, so I will be trying to get daily uploads back and running. Well, I should have walked a bit more forward before using my Void Rush. I am starting to realize this guest is scared to block. Usually, when you are playing Noli, I recommend getting rid of guest as soon as possible, due to him being Nola's best counter. What this guest should have done was go to the cave loop or run to his team. Well, there's the block. And there he goes. Usually when you're about to void rush, try and catch the survivor off guard like I do here. I should probably get rid of this 7n7 before I forget about him for LMS. If you are interested in joining the DC, the link is in my bio. This guest charges me, which forces me to use more stamina. Not a bad idea from him. When you are about to kill a 7n7, usually wait before hitting, just in case if they try to clone parry. This wasn't the smartest play from me. Usually use your void rush. If you know you'll hit, make sure no obstacles are in the way. The builder man should have taken the fence loop. Well, there's the other guest. This guest is making the mistake on only paying attention to behind him. Always pay attention to both behind you and in front. Well, time for LMS. When you are going against a Noli, in LMS, stay away from generators and try to get as much distance. Who put that pole there? Patience is key against a guest. Usually, if they don't block, try and bait it out. To punish a guest after their block, try and use Void Rush and Slam. Well, I didn't think that Nova would hit, but okay. Royal figures out! I am finally back after forever. Seriously, this has been delayed for a couple of weeks now. I've been so busy working on renders for a Forsaken fan game, and I've been working on the lore for it, which is the reason why I haven't posted at all recently. Poor Builderman was AFK and came back to being slammed. Builderman tried to run to the guest for help. Unfortunately for him, the guest is AFK. Well, the guest came back and missed his block. I made the mistake on wasting all of my stamina to catch up to the Builderman. I am at a stamina disadvantage. Nothing a Void Rush can't fix. After I get rid of Builderman, I spot some survivors in a crowd. Usually when the survivors are together, try and either Nova or Void Rush and chain it. 2-time wastes his stun, which ends up sealing his fate. After getting rid of this 2-time, I spot the survivors up on the castle, so I Observant. A little fun fact for Noli. Not many people know is when Noli Observance, he has a stun protection as proven in this clip. If you are interested in joining the DC, the link is in my bio. After the guest wastes his charge, I try and Void Rush him. I don't want to talk about that Nova throw. Knowing that this guest doesn't have his block yet, I start playing more hostile. This guest isn't really good at juking, as you can tell. A great way to bait guests that know how to react is to click Void Rush thinking you're about to M1. You see that little guy in the back? That's a 7n7. Did he just vanish? Alright, well, whatever. Did we seriously learn nothing from last time? This Shedletsky ran to the rock, which wasn't the smartest idea. What he should have done is run to the mountain loop. I usually don't ask this, but if you are enjoying my content, you should follow me if you want. Sneaky 2-time I should have paid attention to behind me. Not the smartest idea this 7n7 did. What he should have done was hide. Well, how lucky for me for the 2-time to spawn right where I am. Tip for Noli players, you can manually detonate your Nova by clicking the Nova key again. This 2-time is still holding his soda, I don't know why. Before you Void Rush, try and be as unpredictable as possible. Well, that's wraps. I'll try and upload more when I can. Royal figures out!
Today, I will be playing Forsaken's newest killer guest 666. You might be wondering how I am. Already milestone, 3 simple answer, really. I don't have a life. Guest 666 playstyle is very weird, taking a lot of skill to master. And I have to be honest, I'm not that good at him right now. Guest 666 throws away the ability to fit through small areas, which might not seem like a lot, but over time it shows the affect it does. After being so used to a regular-sized killer, I usually have to play first person to see properly with this guy. You might realize the voice difference. I don't have CapCut Pro anymore. I have to roll with this voice till I find a new editing app with the old voice. Very predictable block. I swear it's weird seeing a different survivor roaming around. Whenever you see a Veronica spray, hit it to get rid of it so they can't skate. From my thoughts of Guest 666 so far, is he's a weird killer, but good if you know how to play him. Here's a bug I encountered. I hit the leap, but it didn't damage anyone, so I was stuck being slowed for a little bit. Veronica is now on the list for do not leave for LMS due to the skating and healing abilities. Whenever you can get rid of them, do it. If you are playing Veronica, watch your stamina while you skate due to it taking stamina while you are skating. Guest 666 can double M1 pretty much. To pull it off, hold your M1. If you hit both attacks, it'll cause 30 damage. Use leap in tight spaces or to pounce on someone. It can also be used for distance in a chase. The longer you hold your leap, the more damage it will do. But if you miss, it's a punishing mistake. If you are interested in joining the DC, the link is in my bio. Blood Hunt is one of the best abilities in the game due to it making you immune to stuns. Another example for leap is this. After blood hunting, I jump onto the Veronica not expecting it. Taff will be your biggest enemy as Guest 666. Getting rid of them is a priority. In Blood Hunt, you can damage the survivor with your roar. As of editing this video, I have got milestone for Guest 666. Sometimes your double M1 trick might not work. As much as I want to go after Taff and switch, I won't due to Veronica being able to heal. Veronica can't heal from pizzas or any medkits, but due to them being able to heal themselves, it will get annoying. If you want proof, I got level 100. Guest 666 here. Guest 666, his biggest counter is looping, and since he can't fit through smaller gaps, it will get annoying. I somehow didn't realize 7N7 was just standing there. Now that Elliot is gone, I have to get rid of this Taff. When you can use roar to blind the survivor you are chasing. Guest 666 is like Slasher, he can hit multiple people at once. Whenever you can use Blood Rush and play as hostile as you can too, keep Blood Rush on. Taff got greedy to drink the cola, which sealed his fate. I made a mistake and left 7N7 for LMS. But it shouldn't really matter because I still have Blood Rush on. Cloning is useless during Blood Hunt due to that you can see 7N7 still. I have to say Guest 666 is really good. 7N7 should have went to a loop spawn. Don't juke Guest 666, it will not work. Well, that's LMS. Royal figures out.
Well, long time no see, well, main channel-wise. You might be wondering what I mean by main channel-wise. I've made a new TikTok account with stuff unrelated to Forsaken gameplay. I will have the where in the comments of the video if you are interested in that. I've also been active in the DC. The link is in my bio. Realize something? Yeah, I got the voice back. I found a way to use the voice again. This Shedletsky really jump-scared me. I've been using John Doe a lot more lately, and I might use him as my main again. I've recently got him at 200. This Veronica really tried to juke me. If a survivor does that, punish them with gashing wound, realizing the whole team is survivalist. Besides the Shedletsky, I already know who I am leaving for LMS. Realizing my stamina is going down, I know where a survivor is. Veronica might be one of the most annoying survivors to go against when you are using Slasher. So I recommend getting rid of them as soon as you can. Due to you being all close range, You have no far-range abilities at all, which really sucks when going against Veronica unless you destroy the sprays. Well, there she goes. Forsaken really has a lot of things to fix. Slasher's M4 kill animation, the chase theme's not working. Almost didn't realize the noob doing the generator. When you are playing Survivor, do not do. What this noob did make sure you have a spot in mind where you want to go while you are in a chase. When a noob slate skins use behead so they can't cancel early. Since I hit them with a behead earlier, they can't do much due to the helpless. Since I'm on TAX, giving break uploads should be daily again soon. As much as I want to go for the Shedletsky, I don't due to the rest of the team being people you shouldn't leave for LMS. Now here comes the tricky part, finding the survivors without using Raging Pace. Why? Because I didn't realize it wasn't on cooldown. Another reason why I haven't been posting is because I've been working on a Forsaken fan game and I was left in charge for some weeks. Sorry about that. I spot the Veronica in the distance almost. Didn't realize her. Realizing she's AFK, I look around real quick to see if there is another survivor around so I can start another chase after getting rid of the Veronica. Realizing my chase theme is still playing, I know there is a survivor behind this wall. When a survivor is juking you and running, try to drain out their stamina. So when they try to juke without stamina, you can punish them. Well, I ran out of stamina and hit a wall. Nothing a Raging Pace can't fix. I think I have the stamina advantage here, so I start playing a little more aggressive. And there he goes. I didn't realize that was the last person left. Well, okay, I guess. When a survivor pops a Bloxy and LMS, wait for the survivor to start running first. Get as close as possible before running after them. Make sure you keep the survivor in sight so they can't sneak away after using a Bloxy. I pop Raging Pace so I can regain my stamina. Do exactly what this Shedletsky does after a slasher is done using Raging Pace. It is a great way to regain stamina. This Shedletsky knows what they're doing, so I had to play a little smarter instead of aggressive. Hitting that gashing wound has just sealed this Shedletsky's fate. If you are in a situation like this, try and get to a looping spot. I'm not falling for that. Trying to juke won't work out in your favor if you are in a situation like this. Royal figures out! Wow, Royal finally posts again, and what is this video? Well, I'll tell you, this is my comp Forsaken killer round that happened yesterday. I do what I usually do, and Void Rush at the start of the round after the cooldown ends. Knowing this TAF will get really annoying. If I keep them alive, I decide to go after the TAF first. Manually detonating your Nova is a good skill, if you know how to time it, right? I recommend going to a private server and practicing your timing on a alt. I do have a 7n7 gameplay, but I won't be posting it due to it being generator sim. The guest pushes me off, which wasn't a good idea. What he should have done is try and charge my side to mess up my rush. I don't know why I thought the Nova would phase through this sentry. When using Noli, try swinging backwards. Sometimes when going against a guest, so you can test if they can react. Do not do what I did here, use your cursor to throw your Novas. Knowing I won't win this chase with the stamina disadvantage, I use Observant. What a turn that poor 007 didn't even see it coming, what a shame. The best idea to do when a Noli uses Observant is clone when the Noli teleports. Another good example on what manually detonating your Nova can do. What this 7n7 should have done is use his clone to body block to regain stamina. I almost forgot, if you are enjoying this, follow me, and if you want to join the DC, the link will be in my bio. I don't know why I was standing still when using my Nova. I will be posting the Shedletsky Survivor game, but not the 7n7 one. It is very boring. Ah, look at that, the guest wastes his block. A perfect time to switch to the guest. Chance ran away, leaving this guest alone. This should be an easy kill. From what I've learned, this team had poor communication skills, and that has completely screwed over this guest. That guest had the right idea at first, but made no distance out of that. I do have some guest gameplay from a comp game, but I missed my hitbox drag, so I ended up dying. I had pretty bad ping. I cancel my Void Rush early trying to bait out this guest block. Well, that's raps for guest, but I love that guest skin for the screaming. When you observant have a place in mind, so the survivors don't have too much time to react. I meant to unshift lock during this, but it still worked out. When you know a survivor doesn't have too much stamina anymore, Void Rush them. Your best bet is to go through this killer door, so the survivor doesn't know where you'll come from. What bad luck this chance has, his gun didn't shoot. I got a little indecisive here and chose to go after Bilderman. A best way to close the gap without wasting stamina is to Void Rush to gain the distance you lost. Well, this is gonna be a while, huh? Knowing I have stamina disadvantage, I teleport to reset the chase. Well, poor Chance exploded. I try to catch him off guard with a Void Rush, but failed miserably. This was a dumb move. If you are interested on what happened, after comp I made it to the semi-finals, which I will be posting a full video with my voice on how it goes. If you are also interested in the Forsaken fan game, I am working on the updates will be in my DC server. I had really bad stamina conservation during this. Knowing I will lose LMS if I don't reset chase, I use Observant. That loop spot the Bilderman keeps going. 2 is a great spot if you are on this map. Try and loop there. I cut off the Bilderman, which ends up making me win LMS. GG's, I will be posting Shed gameplay soon. Royal figures out! As promised, here is the Survivor comp game I had. Usually I'd be using Guest, but the Survivor ban was Guest, so I decided to go with Shedletsky as a change. In this situation, I'd manually detonate my Nova, but I'm assuming this Noli doesn't know how, so I'll use that in my favor. I shouldn't have to say this, but some people don't know if you're a Sentinel, help your team. Now that I'm on winter break, I'll have more videos out sooner with 3 weeks of freedom. Shedletsky is one of the most predictable Sentinels, so try to be unpredictable, as shown right here. Usually, Shedletskys would be with the Survivor guarding them, but the Noli didn't expect me to slash. Whenever you're on cooldown, go do generators while you wait for... I was trying to speak here, but guess Noli had other plans. When you are going against Noli, always pay attention. The Elliot missed his pizza. Whatever, I'll get it. But this Noli really doesn't like that idea. How did I not get that? I was on top of it. Whenever you are in that situation, juke the killer or loop around where the pizza is so you can get it. Well, he finally gave up. I don't blame them, though. I'd do the same if I were getting juked like that. Might as well mention it if you are enjoying the video, consider a follow and a like on the video. And if you want to join the DC, the link is on my profile, as always. Don't like how my health is a bit low? A bit of chicken should fix the issue. Whenever you are below 60 HP, use your chicken, or at the start of LMS. Perfect timing, Elliot being chased. What I'll do is hide around a corner and slash the killer to help the Elliot. That's if I'm not so confused, of course. Change of plans, I'll stay near the Elliot and try to slash him. Should be easy, right? I do not want to talk about it. I should have stuck to plan A, but I guess getting impatient wasn't a really good choice, huh? Wow, Chance's gun exploded. Guess we both failed to save Elliot, huh? In the meantime, I'll do some generators to get my slash back. I'll speed it up because I'm pretty. Sure, no one wants to see me do a generator. Guess I wasn't fast enough, and my collision hitbox didn't get out fast enough. Since my slash is already almost back, I'll go help 007N7 now and stick with plan A this time. Hide around the corner and slash. Worked perfectly, except I got hit. But if you are using Shedletsky hide around corners and slash, make sure the killer doesn't see you though. I don't know why I chickened here. I was at 63 HP, but whatever, I guess. Still works. Guess it's round 2. What I'll do is loot the killer here and wait for some help. Never mind, it was a clone I didn't realize till it void rushed. If you want to know if it's a clone, watch the hitbox. It'll be weird. Since I'm pretty useless right now, I'll look for a generator to do. Well, my slash is almost back. I'll help the Dwasakar. Watch the survivors' movements. When trying to help them, don't expect them to know your moves. Saw that glimpse of lightning? That's where the Noli teleported if you see lightning. That's where the Noli teleported too. I'll try to slash them like I did last time and hope it goes differently. Maybe I should stick to slashing in the corner, huh? Hopefully Chance has his gun and can help the Dusakar. Well, I'm assuming they don't. I'll try to stay near the Dusakar until I get my slash back. Let's hope they can live for 24 more seconds. Boom! Guess not. Well, 56 more seconds left it is. Not a wise choice to teleport here. What Noli should have done is reset chase and teleport somewhere else and try to hit a sneaky void rush. Another generator part, I'll speed it up. If you are wondering what's with the new video style as well, I wanted to make my videos look better. Well, 007N7 is about to die. I'll go behind this corner to catch the killer off guard. Worked like a charm. Well, that's pretty much wraps for this game. If you got to the end, drop a follow and join the DC. I'll be hosting a game on Sunday. And all Project Blood Moon leaks. We'll be in the DC as well. Here is a render I worked on. Royal figures out! Wow. I actually posted again and didn't just disappear from the platform again. I have a lot of free time now, so expect daily uploads to resume. You may ask what this is. Well, I decided to host a game yesterday with the DC server. Why did I throw this Nova? Simple answer, I don't remember. This Christmas guest in front of me is my fellow competitive teammate and the one who's trained me as a guest. So I have to be careful. I made the guest waste his punch. Now I'll go after him and play more aggressively. Smart choice on his part, if you know. You can't dodge the killer's Nova use charge to gain resistance. This also applies to John Doe with his spikes. I say this in every video, and I'll say it again for the new ones watching. Learn how to manually detonate your Nova. It's good in the right situations, like right here. Forgot you knew how to react. Well, I'll switch to this Shedletsky. You might be wondering how I didn't get stunned by this. Well, I still had the Spawn logo on me, which means I can't be stunned. Before stunning, always make sure the killer doesn't have that Spawn logo on them. If you are enjoying the video, like it, and maybe drop a follow. It means a lot and makes me want to post more. The guest missed his punch. It should be easy to take out this Shedletsky now. And I wasn't wrong. I don't know where the Elliot is, but okay. I almost forgot to mention this. If you want to join one of these games, join the DC. It's linked on my profile. If I have the energy, I'll try to post another video today after my comp game. Well, that worked. I didn't think it'd work, but okay. You might think, why didn't I hit him? He's just standing there. Well, there's a guest tech faking AFK. That's why I didn't hit him. Well, that block didn't go well for you. When a guest misses their block, while trying to protect someone, play more aggressively. What a U-turn while playing Noli. For the first 0.8 seconds, you can turn like that. Try to practice in a private server because no one expects a Noli to hit a U-turn on them. I'll go after the guest I slammed earlier, knowing he's a one-shot. I'll spoil a little video I have upcoming. I'm going to teach you how to react. With guest, I won't go over every killer, but I'll go over some of them. When you are using Observant, have a place in mind of where you want to go, so the survivors have less time to react. And when you use Observant, try to hit a sneaky void rush on a survivor. Since this 2-time is very low, I'll go after them. That could have been a sneaky backstab, but I'm grateful it wasn't. Not a smart choice if you are going to try to backstab the killer, try to juke, stab, or corner stab. I don't play two-time, so sorry if that's not a good idea. Well, guess the sneaky Void Rush didn't work that well this time. Whatever, I'll switch to this Elliot. I made a mistake here. Realize what I did? I didn't walk as close as possible. Before starting a chase, get as close as possible without running, and the survivor runs first. I have a great stamina disadvantage, and Elliot used Rush Hour to gain distance. A great way to regain distance is to use Void Rush to catch up to the survivor. I have a confession. I've lost the game. Before this one, I made too many mistakes, so if you don't have Void Rush, use Observant to get close to the survivor you're chasing. I'll try to throw a Nova at him easy, right? Well, I would if I didn't suck at this video game. Not a good choice here. What I do is loop around the rock here. Since I don't have the stamina advantage here, I'll use Void Rush to catch up. And slam him, I guess. Well, I'll go look for the or he'll be around this corner for me. That also works out. Never leave a noob for LMS. This also goes for 007N7 and Veronica. The noob ran out of stamina. Always. Pay attention to your stamina and do not let it drop below 5. This is a basic one, but I'll still say it. When LMS starts, use your Observant to teleport as close as you can to the survivor. You might be wondering why I didn't destroy that sentry. Well, it's a trap. Buildermans always go to their sentry, so I'll keep it there and use it in my favor. Well, if you made it this far, drop a follow, like, and join the DC to be in one of these games or for Project Blood Moon leaks. Royal figures out! Today I'll be going against my comp teammate. This was my Survivor gameplay from the game I hosted the other day. Recently, I've been more motivated to upload and edit. Hopefully that continues and daily uploads will be back again. John Doe is most likely setting up traps around the map, which is a good idea, especially since John Doe is a trap killer and is designed to cut you off. I will point this out to everyone, and you know who you are if you are guest. Help your team. Since Elliot missed their pizza, I go near it to show the person Elliot was trying to throw it to. You might realize I'm not blocking so much of a simple answer, really. I have to wait for the right timing. Guest isn't a survivor, you just block out of thin air. No, he is meant to help the team and use block at the right timing. I'll stay near this sentry to force John to use corrupt energy. If you are a guest and the killer is going for a sentry, go near it to force the killer to either use an ability or react to the killer's M1. I try to indicate to the guest that they should follow me. Luckily, the Christmas guest parried the John Doe and buys us some time. Well, John's trapping us in, but I'm pretty sure you can get over those spikes. I'm not sure, though, so correct me if I'm wrong. To be honest, I don't know what I was doing. Here, I'm pretty sure I checked my phone real quick. Well, that charge did nothing bad play from me. If you are enjoying the video so far, consider liking and dropping a follow. As of editing this video, I'll be hosting a game today in the DC. If you want to join, the link is on my profile. I'll follow John Doe, forcing him to waste their stamina. I could have gone the short way and taken tiny damage, but I don't know why I decided to go the long way. I'll point this out to all John Doe mains trap the survivors and force them to go a different way. Exactly as shown right here, John Doe uses corrupt energy to force the Elliot to go a different way, completely messing up their pathing. See how they swung backward? They know I can react and it scared them. Use that as an advantage. Well, there goes our Elliot. I've been thinking about this and I would like to know opinions. Should I start posting these on YouTube? Let me know in the comments. I've been wanting to work on long-form videos, so let me know if you want me to as well. Since the guest missed his parry, now's the chance to save him. If a survivor misses their stun, try and block to save them, but it might not work all the time. That's unfortunate. The guest is trapped. I don't know what I can do to help here. And before you say,
Go jump in the trap and help him.
so we both die? Yeah, how about— Fuck no, I don't want to get clapped by John Doe. Well, I'll try to charge when the spikes go away. What a great charge. Well, I guess I'm next. What I'll do here is juke the killer for a little while and hopefully get them to chase someone else. And they swung backwards. That's fucking great. It's either I'm cooked or I live somehow. I would like to know if you guys like the newer style of videos I make or the older ones. Let me know in the comments. Since I'm useless right now, I'll regain some health from this dispenser. I try to kill some time by doing this generator and hopefully no one else dies. Wait, what's that? Okay, well, back to the video. To be honest, I'm just completely oblivious here. I was gonna help them, but they died, so that's fun. Since it's almost the start of LMS, I'm going to try to find a Bloxy just in case I'm left for last. I'll just cut to LMS since nothing interesting happens here. And well, comp player versus comp player. Instead of the regular LMS, I'll put on a remix made by this guy. John Doe most likely ran out of stamina, giving me time to drink my Bloxy. I'd react to his M1, but there would be no point in me parrying right now. Not falling for that trick again. Yes, there was a hacker in the lobby. John Doe decides to wall me off smart choice, and it completely ruined my path. What a juke! Since I'm getting a little low on stamina, what I'll do here is parry the John Doe. Since it worked, it gives me time to fully regain my stamina and forces them to waste stamina, giving me the stamina advantage. If you made it to the end, like this video and drop a follow, the DC will be linked on my profile as always in Project Blood Moon Leaks. We'll be in the server. With that said, thank you for watching. Royal figures out!
Wow, okay, you made it to the end. I actually didn't believe you were gonna do that. Well, hello. Thank you for watching the whole video, or like falling straight to it. I don't know what you were doing. Yeah, thank you for watching, and Happy New Year. As always, Project Blood Moon, and I'm working on a new game actually as well. Will be in the DC, so you know, link in the description, obviously. And for TikTok, I don't know. I highly doubt I'm gonna post this on TikTok, and I'm just gonna like, you know, make like a little sponsor video for like, hey, I posted on YouTube. Go check it out. DC or my whatever. Anyways, Discord in bio. The TikTok will be on screen right now. And thank you for watching. Happy New Year's and goodbye.